In the last class, we have discussed exercise 8.3 up to 5 questions. Now, let us see the last question in this exercise. So, what is the question given here? The area of the two similar triangles are 81 centimeter square and 49 centimeter square respectively. They have given here the areas of the two similar triangles. If the altitude of the bigger triangle is 4.5 centimeters, find the corresponding altitude to the smaller triangle. So here, this is very simple problem. This one, you will come for the 2 marks question. So here, let us solve this problem in exercise 8.3. So what they have given here? They have given here the area of the triangle. Let us draw here two triangles. And they have given here the altitudes. What is the meaning of altitude? If you are drawing a perpendicular line from the vertex to that of the base, so that one will become the altitude. So let us draw here one altitude. This is the altitude, and here this is the altitude, right? And name this as x, and this is y. What is that altitude? The line segment that is joining the vertex to that of the base. Perpendicular line you need to draw. That one will become the altitude. So what is given here? They have given here the area of the two similar triangles. So the bigger triangle area they have given as 81 and the smaller triangle area they have given as 49. And after that they have given here the altitude of the bigger triangle. So what is the altitude they have given here? Which is 4.5. This area is 81 centimeter square and this area is 49 centimeter square. So this is the data they have given. So what is the question they have given here? The area of the two similar triangles. The bigger triangle area they have given as 81 centimeter square and the smaller triangle area given as 49 centimeter square. And they have given here the altitude of the bigger triangle which is 4.5 centimeters, and you need to find the altitude of the smaller triangle. And before in this exercise only we have got one result. I think here in the third problem we have discussed here the area of the two similar triangles is equal to the square of its median. Similarly here you can prove it here this one. The area of the two similar triangles is equal to the square of the altitudes. From that you can write it here. Since we know that, let us first write what is given. What is given here? Area of the triangle ABC is equal to 81 centimeter square and area of the triangle DEF is equal to 49 centimeter square. And what they have given here, the altitude of the triangle ABC is 4.5 centimeters. So what is given here? The length of AX is given as 4.5 centimeters. This is what they have given. So always in the question you need to write what is given, what we need to prove, and after that we have to go for the proof. Here what we need to prove, we need to find. So write it here, to find. What we need to find? The altitude of the triangle DEF. That means you need to find the length of dy. So let us go for the proof now. So since you can write it here, area of the triangle ABC by area of the triangle DEF, because here in the question itself they have given here these two triangles are similar. I forgot to write it here, so I will write it here. Given triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. This condition is also given, right? If these two triangles are similar, you know that theorem, the ratio of the areas of these two triangles is always equal to, here you can consider here the square of their altitudes. So what is the altitude here in this triangle, which is AX, and in this triangle DY. So you can write it here, which is AX by DY whole square. This condition we have already proved in the before problems, you can see it there. So here what we can conclude here, if two triangles are similar, the ratio of the areas of the two similar triangles is always equal to the square of the ratios of their altitudes. From that you can write it here, area of the triangle ABC by area of the triangle DEF is equal to, what are the altitudes here, AX and here DY whole square. Now let us substitute what is given in the question. So here okay, now you know what is the area of the triangle ABC. What is area of the triangle ABC, which is 81. So write it here 81. And what is the area of the triangle DEF, which is 49. So write it here 49 is equal to, now what is the length of AX, which is 4.5, and what is the length of DY, that is what we need to find. So write it here as it is, DY whole square. Now let us simplify this one so that we will get the length of DY, which is nothing but the altitude of the smaller triangle. Now if you take this square to this side, it will become root. So that you will get here root over 81 by 49 is equal to 4.5 by D1. Now what is the root of 81, which is nothing but 9. So you can write it here 9. And what is the square root of 49, which is 7. So because 7 into 7 is nothing but 49. So you get here 7, which is equal to 4.5 by 9 dy. Now let us see here in which table these two will get cancelled. You know that here in 9 table these two will get cancelled, right? 9 ones are, 9 fives are. So you will get here 0.5. Now let us cross multiply these values so that what you are getting here, dy into 1, which gives you dy, and 7 into 0.5 is nothing but 3.5. So write it here 3.5. So what are the units here? Centimeters. So write it here centimeters. So what is the altitude of the smaller triangle, which is 3.5 centimeters. So what is the problem they have given here? They have given here the areas of the two similar triangles as 81 and 49 centimeters respectively, and they have given here the altitude of the bigger triangle, which is 4.5 centimeters. You need to find the altitude of the smaller triangle, and based on this, since in the question they have given here these two triangles are similar, you can apply here the areas of the similar triangles theorem. From that you got this condition after substituting all the values what are given in the question, so that you can find the altitude of the smaller triangle, which is 3.5 centimeters. This is the problem. From this exercise is completed, and again before going to the next exercise you need to learn 3 theorems. Based on those theorems only you can solve the problems, otherwise you will not understand those problems. So what are those theorems? Let us see here. In the next exercise we are going to solve the problems regarding the Pythagoras theorem and the converse of the Pythagoras theorem. You know, you are very familiar with the Pythagoras theorem, right? What is Pythagoras theorem? You know that the Pythagoras theorem is applicable only for the right angle triangle, and what it states, in a right let us discuss what is the meaning of that statement and let us do the proof of that statement. So let us write that statement again here. Theorem. What is the theorem 8.7? So I am writing that statement to understand it clearly. What is the statement we have given here? If a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of the right angle of a right triangle to the hypotenuse then the triangles on both sides of the perpendicular are similar to the whole triangle. Okay, this is the theorem they have given here. What the theorem states is here, if a perpendicular is drawn from the right angle triangle to that of the hypotenuse. So let us, from this theorem, let us draw the triangle. So how to draw the triangle? You need to draw here the right angle triangle because this theorem is based on the right angle triangle. So let us draw here one right angle triangle. And what they are saying here, if a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of the right triangle. Here, what is the right angle here in this case? This is the right angle, right? At this point, you need to draw the perpendicular to that of the which side? You need to draw to the hypotenuse, right? So let us draw that one. So here again, what they are saying here, if a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of the right triangle. Here, what is the right angle here? This one, because here the angle is 90 degrees. From this vertex, you need to draw here the perpendicular to that of the hypotenuse. So let us draw that one. Let us name it as A, B, C, D. Right? This is what they have given here. So you need to consider here one right angle triangle, right angle at B. Since here at B the right angle is there, at this vertex you need to draw here one perpendicular line to that of the hypotenuse. And after that, what they are saying here, this perpendicular line is dividing this triangle into two triangles, right? What are those triangles? Which is triangle ABD and one more triangle which is BCD. And what they are saying here, this triangle is similar to that of the whole triangle, and again this triangle is similar BDC. This is what we need to prove. Again, let us read the statement again. If a perpendicular is drawn from the vertex of the right angle of a right angle triangle to the hypotenuse, right? We have drawn here from the right angle a perpendicular line to the hypotenuse. And after that, what they are saying here, then the triangle on both sides of the perpendicular. So, what are the triangles that is lying on the both sides of the perpendicular? This triangle and this triangle, right? After that, what they are saying here are similar to the whole triangle. That means this triangle is similar to whole triangle, right? And again, this triangle is similar to whole triangle. And after that, what they are saying, whole triangle to each other, right? And again, you need to prove here these two triangles are similar. This is what we need to prove. That means here you need to consider here this triangle and the bigger triangle. You need to prove those two triangles are similar. And similarly, you need to consider this triangle and you have to prove here this one as similar. So let us go for the proof of this theorem. So here, what we need to prove here, the perpendicular is drawn here on both sides of the triangle. You need to take. So you need to take here this triangle, which is triangle ABD, and you need to take the bigger triangle, which is ABC. You need to prove here the smaller triangle and the bigger triangle are similar. So if you want to prove those two triangles are similar, let us consider those triangles. So write it here. Consider the triangles What are those triangles? The smaller triangle, which is ABD, and the bigger triangle, which is ABC. Right? Now let us consider these two triangles and we need to prove here first these two triangles are similar. So if you want to prove these two triangles are similar, you need to apply here any of the similarity criteria. Since here we know that here in these two triangles here, you got it here, two of the angles are equal. So you can go for the angle-angle similarity. Let us see here which angles are equal in these two triangles. Now, if you consider here this triangle, the smaller triangle, what is the right angle here? Angle D is the right angle, right? So let us write it here, this one. I am drawing here separately. Here you can consider here in this triangle, what is the right angle? Angle D. Right? Now let us see in the bigger triangle where is right angle. If you see here the bigger triangle, here angle B is the right angle. So you know that angle D is equal to angle B. Right? What is angle D? Which is nothing but ADB. So you can write it as ADB. This one. Now again here, if you consider this triangle, angle A is there. And if you consider here the bigger triangle, again angle A is there. So angle A is the common angle of these two angles. So you can write it here, angle A is equal to angle A. Now you can apply here angle-angle similarity, right? By angle-angle similarity, you can say that here these two triangles are similar. So let us write that one. Consider the triangles ADB and BDC. In the smaller triangle, where is the right angle? Which is nothing but ADB. So write it here ADB. In the bigger triangle, where is the right angle? Which is nothing but angle B. So write it here, angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Now, in these two triangles, angle A is the common angle. So write it here, angle A is equal to angle A. Now you can apply here angle-angle similarity. So write it here, by angle-angle similarity, you can say here these two triangles are similar. What are those triangles? Triangle A, D, B is similar to triangle. While writing the similarity, you need to check which angle is equal to which angle, so that you can keep it here. Angle A is equal to angle A. So in place of A, you need to write it here A. And similarly here, angle D is equal to angle B. So in place of B, you can write it here B. What is left out here, which is C. So we got it here, these two triangles are similar. So let us write this one as equation 1. Now what we need to prove here? Now we need to prove here this triangle and the bigger triangle are similar. So let us see here what are the angles are equal. So which triangles we need to choose? Triangle BDC and triangle ABC. Now if you choose here the smaller triangle, where is the right angle here? Angle D is the right angle. So here you can write it here, angle BDC is equal to, in the bigger triangle where is the right angle, which is nothing but angle B. So you can write it here, angle B. Now let us see here in these two triangles what is the common angle. Here you can observe that if you consider this triangle, angle C is there, and similarly if you consider this bigger triangle, again angle C is there. So we can say that here angle C is the common angle in these two triangles. So let us write it here, angle C is equal to angle C. Again, now you can apply angle-angle similarity so that we can say that these two triangles are similar. So let us write that one. Consider the triangles. What are those triangles? The smaller triangle which is BDC and the bigger triangle which is ABC. Now in this triangle where is the right angle? Which is angle D. So write it here. Angle BDC is equal to, in the bigger triangle where is the right angle? Which is angle B. So write it here, angle B. Why? Because these two angles are equal to 90 degrees. And what is the common angle here? Angle C is the common angle. So write it here, angle C is equal to angle C. Now you can apply here angle-angle similarity. So you can write it here. So you can write it here by angle-angle similarity. You can say it here, the triangle BDC is similar to, again while writing the angles you need to check which angle is equal to which angle. Here you know that angle C is equal to angle C. So in place of C you need to write here C. And after that we know that angle D is equal to angle B. So in place of D you need to write it here B. What is left out here, which is ABC. Now let us consider this as equation 2. Now here from equation 1 and 2 what we can conclude here? We can conclude here from this. This is equation 1, right? What we got it here, triangle ADP is similar to triangle ABC. Now what is equation 2? Triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC. This is also we have proved, right? From these equations what we can conclude here, triangle ADP is similar to triangle ABC, triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC. So we can say that this triangle is similar to this triangle, right? You know that here, if suppose I am saying here, if A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then what we can say here? We can say it here, A is equal to C. What is this one? We call it as a transitive property, right? Based on that property here, we can conclude here, since this triangle ADP is similar to triangle ABC and triangle BDC is similar to triangle ABC, so we can say that triangle ADP is similar to triangle BDC, right? So we got it here, triangle ADP is similar to triangle BDC. This is what we need to prove. So we have proved here the smaller triangle is similar to the bigger triangle. This is equation 1. And again we have proved here the smaller triangle is similar to the bigger triangle, which is equation 2. And we have proved here these two triangles are similar, which are the smaller triangles. Now here we are going to use this theorem to solve the problems in exercise 8.3. So let us understand this theorem and practice well. So here write it here. Therefore, from equations 1 and 2, triangle BDC is similar to triangle ADB. Right? This is what hence proved. So write it here at last. Hence proved. Right? What is the theorem states? It's here. So if you consider any right angle triangle, and where is the right angle here? Here. Now at this vertex, you need to draw here the perpendicular line to the hypotenuse. based on this theorem, we are going to solve one more theorem which